to Hacky Lessons. In this video, I have some gameplay of my RY Sabo list. If you haven't already, check out the deck profile I did, because that explains all the choices of the cards. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the way I play the list. And so in this video, I've got 4 games for you. I'm going to chapter them out so you can find the one you're looking for. So in OP11 meta, I have a game against Purple Black King and a game against Usopp. And then in OP12, with the deck list tweaked a little bit to fit in the Secret Rare Kuma, have a game against Blue Kuzan and a game against Green Zoro, which is, that deck is unfair and it's going to be everywhere, so you need to learn how to play against it. And I was resistant to doing so, but I worked out how I could beat it with RY Sabo, which is what happens in this video, so enjoy. First up, got Purple Black King. Normally I would mulligan this hand because I don't have a koala or a Betty to search for the koala, but I've kept it just probably because I'm playing against black and I figure he'll kill it easily. So turn 2 I'll attack, and then I have 4 down. I can play Ivankov out. Nice and easy. So this was the first game that I recorded, and you know, Purple Black King isn't something you'll see too often, so you can't take too much away from it, except what I want from this first video is to show how I'm playing my deck. I'm not worried about how their deck plays, so that is pretty much fine. And for the most part, this is a good representation of what I want to do. So I want to go down to 2 life. He's going to hit me with 7 here. He's just thinking about the Don, but he's going to hit me for 7. I'll happily take that. But then he can go 7 again with his leader, and that will be where I'll probably decide to counter. He does have 4 life still, but I'm confident I can get him down to 3 life in my next turn, which will be good. You hate to see that, a trigger when you can't trigger it, but this is what we've got to deal with sometimes. So I'll counter out of this, and now next turn I'll do everything I can to make sure he goes to 3 life so my triggers will start to work. Looking back, I don't know why I did it this way. What I should have done, because I was thinking about putting that Betty in life, and then I realised I don't have enough Don to do it. I should have donned up Ivankov and then played the Betty off Ivankov, and then I would have had enough Don to attach the Betty and my leader, send Betty to my life, and then Ivankov could have been 9k, but that's alright. I'll play the Karasu off, the Ivankov, and now I've got 3 bodies on board. And I can get rid of that whatever that guy's name is, I can't remember. Yep, so I'm going to throw a searcher out there and I'll grab a 2k Kuma. Now Ivankov hit for 7, and that should be good enough to make him take it. Good, so now my triggers will work. If I had done it the way I should have, put Betty into life, Ivankov could be 7 now and be a little bit easier to defend, but he's gone 10 at it. I'd probably still let it go. It doesn't matter too much. It is definitely an important card, but what I really want is my yellow cards to live, because they're the ones I want to cycle into my life. So Betty attacks for 7, and now I can pop her into my life and power up Karasu. Your instinct is to attack with Karasu first, so you can put his leader down to 6 earlier, but it's more worth doing it this way because now I've got that Betty in the life. Karasu attacks without having to put any Don to him, and I mean, otherwise I'd be putting the power up instead of Karasu. I'd be putting it on Betty, which is not really worth doing. So instead of attacking with Betty for 6, he can easily get out of it with the amount of cards in his hand. I've played the Inazuma that has just died anyway. And Karasu's died as well. It's a shame. But this guy's about to make a mistake. He has given me a Betty to attack him with. And he has 2 life. I've taken this thinking there might be a trigger. There wasn't. Never mind. Let's go all in. Just a simple 7 for now. Get some cards out of that hand. Betty into life, powering up Betty. Just a 5. And then all in on this next attack. And that was an easy win. Now we have Usopp, another random matchup, and I've kept this one as well because I'm like, black is kind of typically a bad matchup, so I want to see if I can beat it. Good hand, really good hand. I got Koala, Karasu, and Betty. Hopefully Betty can find a Ivankov, and then it's a godly hand. And I got to go second again, which is exactly what I want. So Betty, and I'll grab... I can't grab the yellow Betty, which is a shame. Betty can't grab Betty. Galaxy Wink. Putting the Koala out there is a risk because he can get rid of it pretty easily. I probably might have been better off just keeping it as counter power, but I don't remember how this game went, so I'll just commentate as we go along. No trigger, unfortunately. Okay, so the Betty survived. Even if I only get to use her this once, it was worth it because I've put in a 4 cost on the board and now I'm attacking for 6. So I got to extend the turn a little bit further than I would have if the Koala wasn't on board. Alright, Zoro. He's killed Inazuma, that's disappointing. But Koala's still there. Six at life I'll take. I want to be at 2 life. So basically, once I get to 2 life and have enough done to play something and then put it up to 7,000 power and put it down on my leader, then things are rolling. So straight away, like Betty I've just played and I've popped her straight in my life so he can't kill it. It's not worth letting it sit there and then he kills it and then I've missed a trick. Because now that it's in my life, if he wants to kill it, he has to play around the idea of attacking my leader first and then playing it, and then, you know, if I see that coming, he's attacking for 5, maybe I won't let that damage go through until he's wasted enough Don that I think my Betty can stick on the board. You get this point where they're thinking and thinking, and he killed my Betty instead of the Koala. He surely didn't mean to do that. Yeah, once you have a card with a trigger sitting face up in your life, your opponent takes a little bit longer to think because they're like, how do I get around this? Because now I'll take that, and out comes Betty. I know he can't deal with it this turn, so Betty can attack and then get popped back into my life. Yeah, at this point I've got a few bricks in my hand, so good to put the stage out there and grab a searcher. So Galaxy Wink is great because you get that Karasu-like effect and you use one less Don. So now with one Don attached, my Betty's 7,000 power. Now she's good to go, pop her in my life. And just for an aggressive turn, we'll put Karasu out, and now that's 7 into 4. Oh no, I kept the Don up for a searcher because I figured he'd take it anyway. He's thinking for a long time. He does not know what to do. Somehow I've gained life and gained bodies. He's killed my Ivankov, but if he was smart, he probably would have killed the Karasu instead. I mean, Ivankov gives me good value, but as far as like going for game, Karasu is the one you wanna prevent me having. Yeah, he's got no Don left, so I'm safe to let Betty come out. Which I think, yes, I will. See how big my hand is? Before that Betty card came out, this deck would have the smallest hand size, so it is the biggest difference maker in making this deck feel strong. He forgot that he played that this turn. Deja vu. Only used one Don, and now I've got a 7,000 powered Betty. Now that has made his hand size look drastically different, so go Karasu, go 7 into 4. He takes. Fantastic. Ah, and I've got a dragon. Now he's in trouble. 8 into 4 and a 9 into 4, and that's probably game. Indeed it is. Okay, so now we'll put some OP12 matches up. So here is the changes I made to the deck list. It might not be my final version, but I put in 4 Kumas and then I've fit in how I could. Blue Kuzan up first. Now I don't, as I recorded this, I didn't have a lot of experience against this deck, so I can't remember how I did, if I made a few mistakes or not. We'll go through it and see what I did. Like the only difference to the deck, basically in idea and build and everything, is just the Kuma is there, and the Kuma is great. So I had to go first in this game. It's not what I want, but if I go first, maybe I'll pop out a Betty. Obviously, she won't get a draw because I don't have 2 or less life at this point in time, but it's better than doing nothing. This deck, like, it draws so much. All the people who complain about Gum Gum Giant, I feel like they're going to have an aneurysm when they realize what this deck does. Now then, I'm going 6 at your leader. I'm thinking at this point, I'll only pop my Betty into my life if I can get him down to 2. And he's defended that, so it's not what I'm going to do. Throw out Kuzan and Ivankov, and then turn. Okay, so this is a Zephyr. On play, trash 2 cards from your hand. So what that really means is draw 2 cards. And he's used its other effect to get rid of my Ivankov. Doesn't really matter. I mostly just played it because I didn't have anything better to do. Alright, so now looks like I'm thinking about pushing the issue of getting him to 2 life or 3 life, so I can get that Betty into my life. He has so many cards in his hand that it's not going to hurt him too much to defend this, so hopefully that's not what he does. Oh, and he has. What a jerk. Now I've opened my Betty up to attack for no reason. I think, yeah, I put her in my life anyway just because it's better that I have to play her again than he can attack it. But now he has gone to 3 life, so it's all good. Betty's coming out next time. Ah, you prick. Putting my good hand away. I had a really good hand. And I think because this was the first OP12 match I recorded, and I really wanted to, you know, make a point of playing the Kuma, and that really ruined my chances. Look how many cards he has in his hand. It's nuts. Thinking. What will I do? A classic move. Betty for 7. Just put this out there so I have a body on board. It's not an ideal play, but it'll do. Although I probably should have attacked with leader before I did that, but I got away with it. Now Garp, I don't remember what Garp does. Plays another character, so he's gonna. No, that's a. Yes, sorry. Awkward commentary because I didn't have enough time to re-watch all of these before I started recording. But if I had recorded the voiceover now, back when I actually recorded, I would have had good things to talk about. But I've forgotten them all because it's been like 3 weeks. Dragon, don up my Betty. Gives me enough Don left to make her 7 and put 1 on my leader, so my leader ability will work. And that will give me attack from Betty for 7, attack from Kuma for 7, attack from leader from 6, and Dragon for 9. It won't win me the game, but at least I'll get rid of some of that giant hand. Doesn't feel like it though. He's still got a lot. I think it might be a valid strategy against Kuzan just to make them mill themselves out. See, that card is basically Gum Gum Giant, except they're not Minus and Don. So you see. He has a big board, but it's not as big as it looks because the Pudding, the Sengoku, and the Mr. One, they're all small bodies. So I can probably easily protect what I want to protect, whether that's Kuma and Dragon or just Dragon. For now, I'm protecting Kuma. Yeah, I'll let that go. As long as I've still got my Dragon. Unless he... No, he's paying Don for something. Okay. What's this do? Cannot attack. Okay. Not a bad move. And he might as well have done it because it's a brick in his hand. And now I don't have my Betty on board because he didn't give me that. So that's delayed me for another turn. But now I get to show the utility of Koala. Because he didn't give me my Betty, I'll force the issue and play a Koala to get something out on the board. I've drawn a card. Okay, I'm going to go for his board here, and I've powered up Inazuma so I can pop him straight back in my life, and at the same time make myself an 8k blocker. 8 into 7 isn't great, but it was more about getting Koala on board, replacing what she took out of my life, and getting another card out of his hand. Now we're in a good position. I have 2 triggers. If he tries going for game, he's going to give me 2 bodies I can clap him back with. That puts him in a tricky position. Can he attack me, make me take damage, and then remove my board, or can he attack me enough times that I don't live this turn? And he's done a red rock, gotten rid of my dragon. It's pretty upsetting. But what will he do next? Okay, he's going to give me my Inazuma. Thank you very much. No, I'm thinking better of it. Because he still has 2 or 3 more attacks. Maybe 4 with the Pud. Defend the fire. No, let that one go. I have enough in hand to defend if he tries to push the last attack through. And I still got that blocker. Forgot about that. So now all he has left is Garp. I'll let that go and hopefully it's a trigger. It's not, but I'm not too worried because now I have what I need to go for game. He only has 2 cards in hand now, which is a position he is probably not very used to with this deck. So I need 3 attacks to go through. I have 4. Start with a light Betty hit, and that's gone through. Pop the Betty in my life, power up Inazuma, power him up a little bit more, nice heavy 9. Yep, he's got his 4th copy of that friggin' card. Now he only has 1 card in hand, so I can hit him with an easy 7. And I've basically guaranteed the win here. Nice. A 9 from Koala. Okay, here we have Green Zoro. So, I think, if I remember correctly, I played a game before this, which I won really nicely, and I was unfortunately not recording. So then I was determined to recreate that so I could put it in this video. I don't think I played as well, but I still got the job done. It is an annoying deck. It feels so unfair when it's coming at you. But the main strategy against this is, basically the usual strategy. Pop something in your life to protect yourself. And then if he's got nothing he can attack, then he's not going to be able to play optimally. Or if he has to attack, he has to let me trigger something before he can use his leader ability. He can't play optimally if he, spends his Don wrong. It's probably a 50-50 matchup in my experience so far. Yeah, but it is doable, and that's what's important, because it gives me confidence in playing this deck going forward, because otherwise the OP12 meta would be a horrible time. Whatever you play, if it cannot at least semi-deal with Green Zoro, because everyone's going to be playing it, because look at that. That's so unfair. Put 3 rested on your leader. Now swing for 9, restand, swing again. It's bullshit. I don't know why they've power crept so much when they're doing this rotation bullshit. Now, I can't use that Betty, unfortunately, because he still has 4 life. That is the tricky thing. But I'll pop player out, get myself a draw. And now this is where the Koala really shines, because I have enough done to put Betty in my life. And hopefully I attacked that Kuina. I didn't. I'm such an idiot. I probably hadn't read it properly at this point in time, but now I know what it does, and I really wish I had killed it then and there. Because he can keep on using her stupid ability. Oh, I'm reading it now, and I feel silly. He's arrested my Koala. I might as well have just attacked with the Koala into the Kuina, because the Kuina's only got 1000 power. The Queen is only half the issue. The real issue is the Tashigi. The Tashigi is nuts. 5 cost, rest something, and then give 3 rested on to your leader, and then it's a 7000 power attacker. You got your Cavendish, because Zoro has Supernova trait, so that's great. Out pops Betty. He spent his Don unwisely. So now this is how you win. So you basically, yeah, get rid of that Kuina, that's for sure. Hide Betty in your life. Don't let him sequence correctly to be able to kill it. And then he won't be able to use his leader double swing and all that. So I guess I'm thinking about what else? Yeah, we'll just attack him for 7, so I must be thinking about popping out a character. It's a risk because he can arrest it easily, but I will be putting it to 7000, so it's a little bit easier to defend. Once his leader has attacked it, he can't attack it again with the leader. He'd have to go for life, which gives me Betty. He's gonna do it. He's got 3 Don on it. He's gonna arrest it. Oh no. Okay. He does also have that event card, which is it's important to remember. There it is. Restand. But he's just gonna go 8-8, maybe restand again. At this point, I'm wondering if I should defend my life a little bit. So I do. He has a really big hand now. But he's down to 2 life. He doesn't have anything too threatening on the board. I've got 2 bodies. I do have Kuma in my hand, so even though I'm only at 1 life, I can quickly pop myself up to 3 life. So that's not too bad at all. What are you going to do next, Zoro? 5 Don. That's enough Don to play a Tashigi. But, okay, you've restood again. It's a bit greedy, to be honest. Fine, I'll take it. An annoying trigger. Not a usable one. Alright, so I've got a few bricks in my hand, so that's where it's going to be worth using the stage. Get myself a 2k. Now let's see that Kuma in action, maybe. First, a little bit of a Galaxy Wink into Betty. Kill Cavendish, because it is too valuable a card to let him keep. Alright, you want to defend that, that's fine. I'll hit it for 7 again. And just checking how much Don I have left, 6. So... That's really eaten away at his hands. So that's a pretty good result. Okay, I didn't get it, but now I've got him down to 3 in hand, and I've popped out a Kuma. Put myself back to 2 life. All feels good. He's already wasted 3 copies of his restand event card, so I don't really have to fear that anymore. There it is. What a piece of shit card. I hate it. I mean, it's just like the one in Uto, except Zoro's a more threatening deck. A lot. So that's a lot to defend. I don't know if I will. But the good news is, he's used up so much Don, I don't have to worry about him being able to go for game this turn. So I might as well let that die. He can attack my leader now. But I have 2 life. Didn't feel like activating main on leader there. Okay. Out comes a Betty. Let's get rid of that Cavendish. Pop that Betty straight into my life. Now I have 2 Bettys in my life. That's 2 cards I can draw. If he's going for game, he pushes me to take them both in the same turn. You know, there's a lot of 2k counters in my deck, so odds are good that I'll draw a 2k counter off it, defend his attempt at going for game, and then have all the bodies I need to clap him back. Okay, I'm really making sure that Cavendish dies. There it goes. And now Kuma is 9,000 power, which makes it nice and defendable. If he even wants to kill it, because if he kills it, it'll heal me a life, and then I'll be at 4 life, which is nuts considering I was at 0 just before. There's that Tashigi card. I hate her so much. Alright, he has given me a Bella Betty. It was about at this point where this guy is starting to realise what a hopeless situation he's in. Okay, he's popped out a Kuina. He's going to rest my Betty and attack it with his Tashigi. 7 into 4. Oh, he's okay, no. Yes, he has scooped because he fucked up right at the end. Well, there you go. That is how to beat Green Zoro with Red Yellow Sabo. It is doable. So yeah, I hope you see the potential of Red Yellow Sabo, how it can be played if you are thinking about rush. If your triggers in a big way are better than rush, because you don't have to pay Don for them. They just come out when your opponent attacks you. So I hope that's helped you in your Revolutionary Army journey. And I've originally recorded these games 3 weeks ago, and just last night a new red Ivankov card got revealed for OP13. So there's more Rev Army support coming around. So this deck, I'll keep on playing it forever, probably. I hope so. I really enjoy it. Okay, that's it for the video. I'll see you guys later.